We must tender an apology letter to Mr. Paul Biya. This is Tapam Ivo saying it. We have to tender an apology letter to Mr. Paul Biya, and I will personally deliver the letter. We cannot sit and watch our own people being slaughtered like goats. Una want fight La Republic. Una no get guns. Una no get weapons. And you have interests in La Republique du Cameroon. And you don't want your business interests to be touched. And most of you are the leaders of Ambazonia. I know them. The independence is not coming this year or next year.
Salute now. How una see as a struggle to go? Because of una infighting. Eh? I don't go buy my one bottle kaji. I don't drink me. Ibat, eh? Ibare. It bad, very bad. Sorrow for Ambazonians, sorrow, shame, everything. You people keep fighting yourself for how many years? You cannot say I'm sorry to each other. From today, I'll start counting. The one I know, only inside this week, we don't get 37. 14 from Dian, Didi Arrow. Straight. 19 killed in Meme. 4 in Lebi Alem. The one they will no know or no go put on there. I mean that inside 1 week, 37. Okay, oh. Una keep fighting. Aye, struggle. The struggle is going. We are winning fatly. Ambazonian is winning fatly. The struggle is moving very, very okay. Very, very okay. Oh, sorrow for my people. I tell you now last week, say, I said the struggle to finish. I just laugh. I laugh. The struggle to finish, the struggle to finish, oh, the struggle to finish. If we not come together, sorrow.
Today, now the 21st of January, 2024, where they come today for make Meguna know, say unfortunately, upon all the security measures where we take them for secure the Supreme General for the ADF family, General Efang, they were the take make get operation the same day as enter Bingo Hospital. Black legs, informants, they inform the La Republic terrorists, they can't pick you for day. And this one for make all we Amazonians know say we not be safe for any hospital. So for this sake, the Ground Zero family, family for all the fighters, they don't decide for block the route from Baminda to Kumbu, to Nkambe, and no circulation. As from this day, make all the fighters they know, say special warning it go for all the hospitals, especially the Mbingo hospital, where we don't already get plenty of we soldiers where they don't fall, where they can't pick up for that hospital. May they be ready for no say anything fit happen. And any fighter, any worker, will be there for hospital that day, where they can't take the Supreme General for ADF. Any worker, doctor, nurse, or any worker will be there, make a report itself for the nearest ADF barracks for explain what way be pass. Because if the bingo workers they not do that one, then we'll get for arrest them one after another. Because any hospital for Ambazonia is being for the security for Ambazonians. So as from Tuesday, the 22nd of January 2024, make any person be aware, say lockdown a day till further notice. And all other commanders for their various states, they get the right for take their own decisions.
The enemy has been going from village to village, thanks to the activities of people who are on social media celebrating to be blacklegs. Celebrating. In the history of spying, spies and nocturnal are underground. In the Amazonian struggle, they are on social media. When our forces, our civilians are killed, they take the pictures and videos and put them on social media and they are celebrating. None of you is screaming. That's when you are screaming, where is Ayaba? To go and arrest Moja Moja. Where is Ayaba? To go. You are looking for Ayaba. I cannot count. We lost 13 soldiers on one day. 13 soldiers on one day. Thanks to blacklegs. I have videos of them conspiring. I have pictures of them conspiring. We see how they communicate. They give food. They provide intelligence. Our soldiers will move into an area. They will call. Our soldiers will move into a hospital. They will call. They are picked out and shot.
Dr. Sako win as the president of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. It term for office be been 2 years. Make una listing because I was part of when he was appointed as the president, when his nomination came in. We be put and say he will get 2-year tenure. After that 2 year, we go watch it. We see his stability. How will it be? How effective will it be? Wait till don't cause and wait till be the effect we don't put them inside the struggle. Then we will make another election for voting or we vote another person. Because we don't get example for what will happen for Seseseko. On a listing. At the talk like person way I be part of what will happen. No be say at the talk lie. Time where he want take power, there was no money involved in the coffers. He brought what they call, he bring what they call and say, my trip to Boya. He bring that my trip to Boya, we support them. We say, okay, now the way that we raise money, because Scapac, we don't fall. Milan, we don't carry the money for Scapac, they disappear. So no be want me everybody know what they happen inside the bank for Southern Cameroon and then the treasury. So we say no, we not run the country like that. Now the way we go create this my trip to Boya. Wait till the reason for my trip to Boya was close to $1 million. I'm talking because I know the only money will not be come in. Now the money for South Africa. I hope everybody be here and everybody will be for Restoration Council knows I talk the truth. The money will be can reach for their hand will be $878,000. For that money, the only money will no says Sako use them. Now the money where they give for barrister through John So that criminal where they will see for day. If you take $150,000, say me they follow the case for Seseseko and the cabinet members and make it pay part of the lawyers for Nigeria. He take that money, he chop him, he won. He no pay even the lawyer then two way they work with he. He run come America because he no say money they come off for day for IG. He chop him. Money for defense. 500,000 will come off for that coffers. Say go for defense. They no buy one gun. No one material. They no buy them. No one. Southern Cameroon una listen. No one. If someone want challenge me, make her challenge me. The boys for Ground Zero no get any money from this my trip to Boya money. Only thing we will know about that money, now money where they give for lawyer. That money disappear. See today. The other money they say they give.
But before we get into those stories, let's first deal with a conflict that has been raging on for years in Cameroon's English-speaking region. In a recent attack, at least 25 civilians have been killed in a suspected separatist attack in southwest region of the country.
Now, Eddie, the attack has been described as the deadliest in the area and is grim reminder of intensifying separatist war in Cameroon. For more on this, here is Kilian Gala with his story. But before we play this story, I would wish to warn our listener that some of the events in this report may be distressing.
The latest attack took place Monday morning at the locality of Egbeko in Mamfe town of the country's southwest region. Gunmen suspected to be separatist fighters struck in the dead of the night, killing women, men and children. Miss Martha survived the attack to tell the story.
Around 3 o'clock.
It was around 3:30 a.m. We heard gunshots. Before I realized it, they had broken into my house and started beating me. My daughter tried protesting that I was sick, but they beat her up as well. My other baby wanted to climb on me and they put a gun on his head, threatening to shoot. Then they ordered us out of the house. We ran to the forest, and when we returned, the house was already burned.
But 25 other people weren't so lucky. They were either shot, butchered or burnt alive in their sleep, says the town's mayor, Tabenchong Achu.
These secessionists, they burn houses, rape girls, burnt some elderly ones in the house. The worst part of it is that an 8-month child was in the house. They burnt that child, you cannot imagine.
Several others sustained life-threatening wounds. The attack has received broad condemnation. Government Minister Victor Aremengot was in the area to celebrate 41 years of President Paul Biya's accession to power, but the attack sullied the mood.
We deplore this sort of continued attack on the population. How can people unleash this sort of wickedness, savagery on their own people?
Capo Daniel, the head of one of the numerous separatist groups battling for the independence of Cameroon's English speakers, acknowledges that separatists were responsible for the attack, but has distanced his organization from it.
It was our forces that carried out this attack, and this is not the first time. They had previously attacked a funeral ceremony as well in Manu in several instances, and this is regrettable. I condemn it. These actions have been done by these forces as a result of their leadership being out of touch with our population.
For nearly 7 years now, separatists in Cameroon's English-speaking regions have been fighting to create a new state, but the fighting has meant women's tears continue to flow. It's left at least 6,000 people dead and more than 1 million forced to flee from their homes.
That report was put together by Kilian in Gale. You guys have been expressing your thoughts on our Facebook page, DW Africa. George, let's take this one from Solly Vance, who says, in as much as we condemn that act.
Bon, Nabumila Edze Flak. Nabumila Edze Flak. The truth with it, I say, I'll be very aware from our brother. So if everyone have everyone, all we go keep the same thing. Now, Edze they have flagged this. Edze they have flagged this. And they are big man this. They are command and this. One trainer was talking about the matter, the issue of them coming here. I talk to one in the behalf of them because they are staying here and not like I'm gonna good fighters and I use the rest to surrender their life for this struggle. I believe so they're not in the point of making peace. If they fit they in the position of say they apologize of their wrongs the way they don't do them, me I'll be happy. I'm not there for judge them. But the question I want to ask them, me the question that they say, we for Gang Zero, what don't make mistake, more accept a mistake. I made a mistake, it shows us to don't make mistake. We start see how we amend them. You not be solve problem by creating another problem. So I beg them. I believe say, now still na one of my command and this. Still one command and this way again.
Me move cap. But then I move cap. The face no show fine.
One of their command and this. Now Mr. Celeste for inside governing council. Now small brother this when I be interview Mr. Celeste will know about the camp. Now you know the reason why we be interview Brahmi directly camp, and when the Brahmi directly camp, you know stay bring the people to the camp. All in the camp, all them. So now small brother is a corner, what's their name? Ismail. Okoye Ashongman. The one that have long care of killing since. The one. The man they kill me soldier, and they told me soldier a block. Have you carried the one with the shooting for fee? They will say, "Nami, I want kill you. I know they need it." So the one I be commander for Nyereba.
Allah, we didn't have a choice. Now ask me why we were there for choice. Because on 11 February we will deny. So no one will any movement. But they show say a plenty movement then they want to take choice now. Full week after they go march. So now why that we there for choice? Yes. Now 11 February we don't deny. But then they have for choice now. They deny say they don't want any movement. But they show say choice don't flop. So now why that we there? Yes. Now why that we there? We don't deny say no movement today, but it shows say they want to take church camp full with it. Many man go pray for your house. Any man now when they go so when I talk for that press, if one come for them, join some man for them, go back. He go don't worry. Me all man go your house. We don't want any movement. We don't want any movement. Take your cup, take bikini cup. Voila. Boy they say they don't want them any movement. So we don't want any movement. This today so me any man there in your house. What day when I make a like say, "Whoa, no day, what would you say? We don't want any movement." That's how no one will any movement. Yes. Any movement, so no get for day. Oh man for us. Oh man for us. If some man goes to see where they run for Carifula in a man way one match. Like in a man way one match. Oh man for us. Oh man for us. Oh man for us. We deny say no one we any circulation, but when they circulate, when I want to take church come full with it. So boy then deny. We deny say no go so. We deny. We deny say no go. We deny we. We deny look down Okada for there. We take them. We deny we say no one we any movement today. We deny. Any man for us. Any man for us. Any man for us. Any man. Any man they gonna ask. If we see any movement for Carifula, we don't say we won't go by in a match. We don't see any movement. Any man have direct for us. Any man direct for us. Any movement that we don't say we won't go by in a match. Any man direct. Yes. Now 11 February, now why that will do so? We don't know with that. We don't need any movement, any circulation, go there. Any circulation, boy, they don't want them. Go there. We know there we so. Yes. Any man for us. Direct. Hey, when I come down, Any man where one. No, calm down. Yes. Hey, lion, order the come out when I leave them, they come. When I leave them, me some people they don't stand for them. Oh man, me any man, not for us. Any man. If we see any man where they don't have for Carifula, and a man where one go match, and we will take you. Aye, above, leave them. Any man. Mami la yo apite ni la yo ape mi ve una tome. La yo ape mi ve fel una tome. La yo ajike. La men yo ajike. Me na do apu ni ve la si. Lan men da be ki shanin eni sekule be ki shanin kai. Awila tong venansa si wi. Zo venansa si shigi dem na wa yo yen me be na ta ba apite ni. Yen me be na yiji be wa tome. Ben tonga. Any moment in Karifu fay. Any moment, so we don't need for Siam. Any man direct for your house. Direct for your house. When I come down, Any man direct for your house. Direct. I will film Benji. I will film and Benji. You can 11 February. Give him another Sabe. Yes. I'm a video. Any man that direct for your house. Una family compound. Una for your brother compound. Una for your sister. Any man where he go the round for that Carifuno. We know send a traitor will come. Like we come for you. Any man where the round for that like a man where one match and we come for you. Direct for us. Yeah, we do. I'm so because today they claim saying 11 February when a day where they do what we don't know we. For Amazonia, we not get we know nothing like 11 February. Today na 11 February, we don't know whether 11 February na what. We don't know we. Yes. So we will deny say we don't need any circulation. We will deny say we don't want any circulation. We will deny we. We will deny we. If we see some man for Carifula in a man where one go match, we go show you. Oh man, major day na house. Any man go na house. Yes. It shows that yes, no day. It shows that the colleague feed take people and one play game day. We don't discover that now. Say choice. No.
As I began talk, all Ambazonian groups them for ground zero, all the forces them, the need for abandon all the political group them waiting there for diaspora right now, because this our war is not gonna be solved again by any of the organization the way they've been known before this 2023. All of them fail. They don't betray the trust with the Ambazonian people they give them. They don't betray patriotism. They never be able to go above their group. You don't get occultic personalities. You don't also get group partisanship them where you don't make the dynamic within our struggle. It never allow we for take advantage for win this war, but it don't make them implode for the most part. I go come for that differently. So the fact that our soldier they don't decide for reject their political leadership them for be on their own, it get na two side collapse where I go explain them for na later on. But we want for first start for talk about the problem where they come from Bakassi. Now a very delicate issue. We don't hear how Simon Ikpa, he don't put out a message for Twitter. He talks say Bakassi Peninsula belongs to Biafra, and no amount of force will make Biafra to cede its territory to Cameroon. And I think say that one it points to the sensitivity around the Bakassi issue where people they be worried about the alliance with the Biafra and what it go mean. One of the thing where it happen where it don't really show we the thing why they always tell when I say what problem na incompetency. Incompetency. If you are not competent, you cannot succeed in anything you do. In our rush for try to stop the football match where Eto Fils Iriduam, Ambazonian they don't go, they threaten for kill Nigerian player the way they come for day, including JJ Okosha and Kanu, when a Biafran people them. They need to just talk to me, they no come, but they will go further. As I ran tell, now we get a problem of extremism. That means the people that they take things go too far. I will play the video for Prince Will, where he make the statement for explain which way it happened. Meguna here.
To you all. I remain my humble self, Prince Will Richard. I have a serious warning to some fools in the southern Cameroons, to some fools in Ambazonia, particularly which of the interim government we saw a threat coming from the interim government of Ambazonia, warning JJ Okocha, Austin JJ Okocha, and Amokachi, warning, threatening to kill them if they come to, or if they go to, move to that country, move to their country or their region. And it doesn't matter who is involved. These two persons mentioned are Igbos, and they are Biafrans. They are part of us. I understand that they were invited by Eto, their colleague, for entertainment match or whatever. My advice, the interim government, if they are reasonable, I thought they are reasonable. The difference between warning and threat. They should have warned, oh, don't come, or if anything happens to you, why threatening to kill them if they come?
So when I hear, sometimes we talk, when I go say some person hates some man. Now Prince Will that he talk say if our Ambazonian, anyway, ma explain how it happen. Chris Ano he don't come out talk say they don't ban that football, and then he don't talk say me people then boycott them, me people then stay at home. I don't also support them. I talk say a good idea. Me people then stay at home. But Sako, it look like Sako he don't come talk say na he threaten say they go key Okocha, they go key the Nigerian player the way they come for the. Then talking for that Sako TV from the images and way Prince Will he prefer to. And now the problem that will get them with extremism. As he talk, we never talk say me they no come for them because war day. We never explain them so. But for they go for threats and say you go kill some person if them come for them. Now the kind foolishness where the talk say now the illiteracy way don't take over Ambazonia. When you the talk say you go kill some person, you the make that threat where it means say even after that so that player then come for them, you get the intention for assassinate them or for kill them, even when they go back for their country. Of course, we know say naturally nobody think this will mean them, because say we know say we just want to stop their football may not happen for Limbe. But why Sako? When I always say people the way they be very suspicious, so they spoil this struggle. Now people the way they promote extremism, hardline, they take them to another level, they take them go too far. Now the problem that we talk to get from Ambazonia, taking things too far. So now Biafran National League this is the same warning for Ambazonia. Why? Because we are taking things too far. And now the problem that way they destroy this our struggle, taking things too far. In pidgin, now the word where they talk for English say hardline or extremism. Extremism now it spoil our struggle. You don't want to do something, you go threaten people, you go kill people, you go and they go kill them. Because thing where they talk for social media, especially the leader the way they do for diaspora, now they give the authority and legitimacy for the action on ground zero. Just this month, 2 months ago, General T Omega for Alabukam, when a thief man, na soldier way, na good soldier way, he done transform himself into a thief. No be he be the general for inside Alabukam. General Rambo, na he be our head for Alabukam, na he control all our Ambazonia fighters for Alabukam. Omega go catch international lawyer way then come back for Cameroon for Bamenda for retirement. Lawyer Tafa. Lawyer Tafa now one of the most reputable person who get him for as the Anglophone. Now man we don't do international law practice for even inside for Russia. He get certificate ready participate for Russia. He don't work for United Nations. Highly reputable people the way they don't write signature for fight against Cameroon government for core investigation for genocide against Cameroon government. That means say our own man. Now people in that way now icon them. Omega catch this man without any accusation. All man for Ambazonia when a man way it for struggle, it did not intervene. They say me ADF release this power, the power nobody do anything. ADF talks to me the power pay 5 million. Even General Rambo when I be the recognized elected leader for Alabukam, he talks say he want intervene, he talks say way no day, he talk me they release a man, no way no day. Now who be behind the kidnapping of the man because they want a kidnapping? Ayabacho call part lawyer Tafa. Talk say he be blackleg. He must pay the money. Ayabacho, no be any man. The lawyer Tafa them pay money for the I think 4 million before he come out say they go pay the rest. Chi Omega Levy today as I talk for now. Wait till that happen. Wait till be the effect. General Rambo too dan start begin hold people them for take money for inside Bamenda. Because if una the level one man they go hold people they take money, then the soldier already need to go take money, now them be foolish people they know. So I say the struggle it is spoil. When you as a leader, you can't talk me and key innocent people them. You lie about them, you cover up about them. What example are you setting? What example are you setting? Our soldier they go the key people them, key civilian them, harass people them will take money. Now because of waiting, you as a leader, you talk to me and collect tax for every single individual of Amazonia. You call an tax where you know the implication for tax. Tax no be something a man the debate against them. You fit talk say all man no say it be reasonable. Say me all man support struggle. Me all man support. When you talk to me people that support it be different. Ask yourself for the whole Amazonia. Now only ADF they call and say tax. Now only they charge all individual them for inside Amazonia charging. With all the way we don't suffer for moderator. Now only they perpetrate this type of ideology. How when I feel say we should don't quiet? Because the effect it be visible. It increase kidnapping, it increase murder. No be say not only me one at the talkam. I go play Ebenezer Kwanga and the people they need the talkam na because say them one day in their comfort. I go play the video for Ebenezer Kwanga. Me gonna hear exactly the explanation way he done talkam with the own mob.
We think that if we act stupidly, if we speak foolishly, it will make us to be respected. It will make people to think that our unwise arrogance is, how do I put it? Is mark of maturity in going toe to toe with La République du Cameroon. It doesn't work that way. So that has been our biggest problem. Our problem were amongst us leaders, some of us, in fact, at times I ask myself, how do I even associate myself with some of these people? We speak without control. We don't understand that for us to win this war, you cannot go and take a position where you are explaining to the rest of the world that yes, the other side is not respecting the Geneva Convention. I too will not respect it. No normal human being, no man, not even Putin, with all the atrocities in Ukraine, will want to do anything directly or indirectly to accept responsibility for what is happening in Ukraine. What have we done in this struggle? We see people do this. When you try to advise them behind, they don't listen. You come to the public, they sell all types of hawks and kites who will come around and throw insults and say, who do you think you are? What are you trying to say? No. It is because if I, Ebenezer, in this struggle, carry myself in the wrongful manner or do something that is not okay, I swear before God and man, it will not only affect me directly, which of course will affect me, it will have a negative implication to the entire struggle. This is what most of us don't understand. We don't get it. We don't get it. We think that I can just come out and do anything. After all, it's just going to be an APLM stuff. It will not have anything to affect the greater struggle in any form. No! Struggles don't work that way. That is why if I go out and I act in a funny way or I say things that are not okay, those in the West and others who communicate are going to make calls to some of you and say, hey, what's wrong with that man? Is he okay? Why should he speak this way? Eh? Does he know that he's endangering the entire struggle? He's making you people to lose ground? It is not everybody who said those things. It is me who said it.
Making people to lose ground. Those are the challenges we face.